Hello my friends and welcome back. It's episode 46.
Alright then.
Let us proceed to the market. For we are in the market for a finished quest.
Let's go.
Everyone's got a discount.
Come to think of it,
Ace or Milo? I'm just incredulous.
I'm not sure why.
Say,
Oh wait, it's Idle's Day.
Alright then.
Or I should say it's still Idle's Day.
What now?
That's not bad stats, is it, for level 29?
gone clammy all over.
Hiya.
Right. Who do we talk to?
Alright then.
I got low prices.
so hey,
Do you know anyone around here who sells fish? We have some questions about fish. Any fishmonger worth your coin Grand Trad would be in the market. See, I still fill it once in a while, but it's not my expertise. You'll find one if you keep your eyes open. Moira, how about one of my fine cuts to complement that fish? Sure, I'm like rich beyond imagining. Since you can use the kitchen for free while traveling, I might crank out a load of items.
That damn Luis.
Oh
The guy that sells the herbs.
can we talk?
Thanks.
Hey,
We're looking for a fishmonger here in Grand Trad. Fish come in a premium at Grand Trad. If they're anywhere, they're here at the market. Maybe make another round.
Alright then.
I think there's only a water cellar.
What?
Welcome.
Fresh fish, get you fresh fish. I've got bargains. So he says. That reminds me of a business with the fishmonger. I should talk to him. God, this game really likes to spell out what you're doing.
Welcome.
Welcome one and all. If it's swam in the rivers of the seas, I've got it here. It's fresh as the ocean breeze. Apparently Stroll's father frequented the fish market. I knew he was a doting parent, but would the Count really do his own shopping? The Count of Halia? Just how do you know such a great man? Acquainted with his son, really now. I hate to break it to you, lad, but you're an elder, and Clemar nobles aren't exactly known for befriending your kind. Do you have something of his? What are you playing at? If this is some manner of con, I'll make it known far and wide, especially if it concerns the Count of Halia. He saved my skin once with some pain-in-the-ass noble to start making accusations about my produce. He happened to be there and stood up for me. From what I gather, he was only in the market to find a souvenir for his son. Fancy that, a noble buying things himself. Blimey, you really do know him, don't you? Well, I know another merchant you should speak to. He did a fair amount of business with the Count. That day, he said he had an appointment to meet this merchant in front of the Regolith Ground Cathedral. Odd that he bought the fish first, eh?
What in tarnation's going on?
got a special running today.
When I get like fabulously wealthy in games, sometimes I just start 99ing stuff. Like when you end up extremely rich, you can just buy 99 of cheap things so that you've always got them.
Gone clammy all over in this.
And then if it turns out you need it, you've got it.
All right then.
I guess I need to go back to Stroll.
All right then.
Let's go.
Talking nonsense.
Maybe we should
you
start
are.
calling him Leon now we know his first name. That's a way better name.
All right then.
Regarding the inheritance, if you're willing, can you look into who my father knew? An investigation of my own to attend to, so it's best we divide and conquer. I hope you don't mind. Okay.
All right then.
Let's go.
I love it.
Gotta do everything myself.
My money's on
You there?
Can we talk?
My
You
money's
there?
on Santa Fex Fordham.
Can we talk?
I have to like buy things one at a time.
My money's on Santa Fex Fordham. Lunches? Closure A.
Should never remain to become a soldier. I've regretted it 3,000 times in the last few days alone. I've got to clean up the aftermath of the cathedral and surprisingly nothing more than piles of dead bodies.
Young man! Young man!
Ooh, it sort of looked like there was a row of tanks over there.
What's the world coming to?
Right. Boy there!
Gone
Let's
clammy
go
all
speak to that
over.
ghost again, if it even lets me.
What in tarnation is going on? What in tarnation?
Yeah, a merchant by the cathedral.
But
This heat is insufferable. I love it.
oh, I just love Rella.
What am I to do?
Well, here's the cathedral.
How about a fortune? Predictable.
May God keep you.
Maybe in the no, the Grand Cathedral is outside the market.
This I cannot fathom.
All right then.
I really wish there was some sort of order to where these things are on the map menu.
I love it. This heat is insufferable.
Maurice?
I'm just incredulous.
Say,
Oh, let's try this guy.
And what do you want?
You are not one of my clients, I only do business via referral. Leon's father went to meet a merchant in front of the Regolith Cathedral. Could this be him?
So foolish it arouses
I was
great
acquainted
pity.
with the late Count of Halia. Is that so? You know his son, do you? Count was a truly honourable, upstanding man. I doubt any son of his would be associated with riffraff like you. Can't think of a way to use that information to sway the situation in my favor. My imagination was visionary. I could steer the conversation in a way that would earn the merchant's trust.
And what do you want?
Seeing you fidget like that, I can tell you're just another swindler trying to find the angle that will lead you to the Count of Harlia's inheritance. I'm afraid I'm not so gullible. You need to ply your despicable trade elsewhere. Now away with you.
All right then.
I love how contrived this is. Wouldn't you just go to Stroll and be like, look, we found the guy that knows about your inheritance. Come talk to him. Wouldn't you? I mean, the very fact that he mentioned it is all the proof you need that he knows what happened to it.
Now then.
Let's go. Always be doing links.
Are you free?
What ought we do today? Whatever the specifics, would be prudent to use our time in improving our chances and building our strength. We've got the time to continue our training. You know, despite Stroll's little outburst the other day, he's been quite diligent in his training since. You can't fall behind now.
Speaking of,
Ah, but I recall our practice swords were broken. Shall we go buy new ones? Breaking the equipment. That would get you laps. I'm glad we found some sturdier sparring swords. Hopefully they shall win me some measure of redemption for the other day.
Listen!
On the authority of the Knight's Order, your crimes shall be repaid with death. That voice, is that Rododanthe? You remember, he's my former comrade that we met before we... Yes, we remember. You haven't stopped talking about him.
wait.
Do it. Hold. Well, if it isn't Hulkenberg, I'll ask you not interrupt my duties. This is your duty. What knight commander presides over executions?
Speak no more.
It's only right. Those who would do this nation harm shall be punished.
So then,
What exactly has he done? Treason's fool, a petty officer of the military police, slandered the honour of the Royal Knights. Honour? What honour? The Royal Knights of today are honourless. You've forgotten any oath to the throne, now you're just dogs barking on command. You insolent! Bring me a whip! Hanging is not enough.
You
Cannot be serious. This insolence is why you would have him killed. This, after all the trifling sinners you sent to the gallows. Righteous fury rings false from a hypocrite's mouth. Now die, dishonourer, writhe like the maggot you are.
Heed my words!
Treason's only reward is death. Therein lies atonement, whether for the knights or the people. They could kill me for any reason they liked.
Redanth.
This is beyond outrageous. You've authorized nothing less than public butchery. Maintaining the capital's order is the knight's duty. It is only natural that we punish those who spread lies.
You
Have you sold your soul to the Sanctists? Were you blinded by the prospects you'd win by their coronation? It hardly matters who takes the throne, so long as the royal knights stand to flank it. This, you see, is the role of one who has risen to the post of Knight Commander. One's burdens are different from those of the freewheeling and the frivolous, like yourself.
You cur.
You infinite coward! Infinite coward! You poisoned toad! Is this the shape of your so-called loyalty? Bold words. One would almost think you and your friends seek the hangman's noose yourselves. Yeah, try it. Try if that's what you want.
What?
No, if something happened to you. I see your whelp hasn't learned to hold his tongue. Pity stays my hand today, but there'll not be a next time, Hulkenberg.
Tis wrong.
Power is not a tool to torment and kill the innocent. Power is a tool to do whatever you want with it. To be fair. That's why the top of society is full of sociopaths. It is meant to guide the weak and vulnerable, that each and every one of us might live together in a better country. That's very idealistic of you.
Apologies.
I've forced you into my troubles again. Nah, he's the bad guy.
Listen.
All the same, I'm glad you're here with me. Who knows what would have happened had I been alone. Somewhere in my heart I expected he might still understand me. I would count such blind faith among my weaknesses. Should ever be me who strays from the path of virtue. I only ask that you remind me of my purpose under any circumstance. Can I entrust this to you? I can sense Hulkenberg's virtuous sense of purpose and deep trust.
You have given me such strength.
Increases skill inheritance slots for knight lineage to 2.
The truth is,
I am partly to blame for Rodanthe's brutality. No, the day has already left me exhausted. We'll speak more of this some other time, away from prying ears. The man behind Hulkenberg, I feel like I've seen him before. We've got 250 mag. Still have 38,000, obviously. Okay, let's see if there's an evening link to be done. Does not look like there is. However, we are filling out the links board quite nicely. There's only 3 unknowns left.
Pardon? All right then.
Let's go. Lovely. I'm absolutely drenched.
I need to work on courage or imagination.
I'm absolutely drenched.
Stroll's
Lovely.
link's blocked by imagination. And Brigette's link is blocked by courage.
Amazing.
All right then.
Okay. There's not much else to be doing.
Well met, eh?
Oh, I hate the
Say, now that I'm getting a look at you, do you happen to be an elder? My word, you are indeed. Did you come bearing bread? Oh dear, you don't know the old tale, the one of the thief king and the elder's bread. It's a tale as warm as fresh baked bread, dearie. Would you like me to tell it to you? That sounds like a nice story. Maybe it'll give us the warm fuzzies.
What do you want to do?
Sure. Once upon a time.
Long, long ago.
A gift arrived in a faraway village. It was a box, and inside this box were 8 delicious-looking loaves of bread. Oh my god. This is like blatantly a reference to the feeding of the 500. Or 5,000, depending on how aggrandized version of this tale you've heard. 8 people gathered around it, each belonging to a different tribe. Ruzante, Rogue, Kalimar, Yif, Mustari, Nidia, Parapus, and Ishkia.
After that,
Yugif lad jumped up and down at excitement and said, "We can all share him. That way we all get to have one." And Rosante man shook his head. "Why would a Yugif like you need a whole loaf? I need a larger portion." An old rogue woman spoke, saying, "You must respect your elders." The Klimar scoffed at this. The bread's clearly causing a quarrel, so I'll be in charge of it, said the Klimar woman. The other 7, of course, were none too happy about this plan.
After that,
Yugif boy muttered quietly, "We really ought to share it between all of us," but no one had a mind to listen. The starry man leading close to the boy told him, "You're right, you know, but the wise move here is to just give up." The starry man left along with the Yugif boy, and then there remained 6 tribes for 8
and
loaves.
then
"We clearly can't share it equally," the Klimar said, and then Ishtar finally spoke. "Split the remaining 2 loaves into 3s. That way, it can be split equally among the 6 of us." The needier woman quickly agreed, away she walked, saying she would grab a knife and return soon. The powerless man laughed and said, "Finally I get to have bread," but the remaining 3 made sour faces
oh
indeed.
dear.
Would you look at the time? We'll have to continue this another time, I promise. We'll get to the end next time.
All right.
Imagination's
Well, then.
also going up very slowly.
Time
Super
marches
slowly.
on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
That road that was blocked by the landslide should have cleared up by tomorrow. Apparently, we set off for Brilhaven as soon as it
True.
reopens. We have acquired the head we sought. But if we're truly to get into Louis' good graces, we should endeavour to stand out further from the other candidates. Yet, even after all this, we're still a bunch of nobodies. We could improve our reputation by helping some of the people around town. A wise suggestion, some upright behaviour and some altruistic deeds are just what we need to gain more recognition.
Right.
We depart tomorrow.
But why?
Heisme and Maria are available. Rank 3 Heisme will unlock a class.
But why? All right then.
Let's do it. Perhaps the captain would lend me his strength. You know, he might be able to be done in the evening. Maria is never able to be done in the evening. Let's go do Maria, because I get the feeling that Heisme can be done in the evening because it's taking me to the runner. And when it's the runner, it can be done in the day or in the evening. At least I think so. So sometimes you need to have a certain town available, and sometimes it's on the runner if it's one of your main
Mister.
characters. Hi, mister. I talked to Miss Fabienne. Wanted to talk to Papa too. And I wanted to ask you something too. Actually, never mind. It's nothing. Tell me what's on your mind. I want to go to the cathedral. Miss Fabienne said that Papa was always watching over
That's
people,
why.
so I thought if Papa was watching over me too, then maybe I could talk to him if I went there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Just let some fresh air in here. The guard at the entrance reluctantly let us in at Maria's pleading. I wonder if Papa heard me. What did you
Hold
ask
on.
him? Told him that I'm sorry.
By the
Thought
way,
Papa had abandoned me, but I was wrong, so I told him I was sorry. Miss Fabienne said I could tell her anything, so I talked to her about a whole lot of things.
so
Told her about Papa and how lonely I felt after he was gone. She listened to me. I was wrong that whole time. I'm sure your Papa's relieved to hear that. Mister, Papa's job, do you think I could do it too? Miss Fabienne told me his job was to make sure everyone is okay. I love when Papa made sure I was okay. When I cried, he'd give me a really big hug that always made me feel
that's
better.
why.
So I want to be like Papa. I want to make sure everyone else is okay too.
Oh,
But I don't know how to fight. Does that mean I can't do it then? You can do other things.
In that case,
Instead of fighting, why don't you concentrate on making people feel happy? That's really all I have to do.
okay.
Then I'll do it. First, I'm going to make sure that Miss Fabienne is okay.
Oh,
Wonder what I can do to make her happy. What's something that Miss Fabienne wants? So she doesn't need anything like pretty clothes, so I was thinking flowers and some snacks and a new sign. She always says the sign got beaten up by the weather. If I could make it look pretty again, do you think that would make her happy?
wow.
Alright, I'll do just that. I'll make a new sign. This one will have Papa and Miss Fabienne and me and you all smiling together. It's a great idea.
Really?
I want you to be on the sign too, because you're my treasure. Ah, kids.
I'm okay.
Healer Veneration significantly reduces mag cost of studying the healer lineage. The mag cost is not like a big deal, to be honest. Do you know how to make a sign, mister? I don't forget it also has to have pretty pictures on it, or...
if so,
Let's ask Norris, he's quite good at drawing.
Huh?
Is that the person who drew those pictures of your journey?
Yeah.
I want to come with you. I want to talk to Mr. Neuros.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, come back soon, mister. I can't wait. Want Maria home before returning to the group. Wouldn't it be like a plot twist if he turns out to be her real father or something? That would be messed up. They are the same race.
all right then.
For once, I'm not going in the guest room.
Pleasure to see you.
It's time.
We're finally leaving this place tomorrow.
But why? Pardon?
What do you think?
What do you think? Used to be a painter in the Royal Council, had a patron and everything, but I painted the truth and they cut me loose for it. Now I'm just a backwater brush slinger who can't sell a thing.
Pardon? Pardon?
Well,
Well met, eh?
there's nothing else to do in the evening. We can carry on our story.
Oh, you could. Oh.
How wonderful. Let's see now. Nina went to get the knife.
After that,
Now that the 6 tribes would be able to share the 8 loaves of bread equally, their dilemma seemed nearly at its end. But then the Claymore woman pointed at the Parapus man and said, "So we get the same amount as the Parapus? That's not the way of the world," the woman said. And the Resante man agreed. The Parapus was incensed to be so attacked. "Well, I don't want your stupid bread anyhow," he shouted and took his leave. Watching him walk away, the remaining 4 smiled triumphantly. 8 loaves of bread for 4 tribes without waiting for the Nia who had gone to fetch the knife. The remaining 4 each took 2 loaves and left.
indeed.
Aye, you heard it right. Those that were spurned by injustice, as well as those who trusted, were empty-handed in the end. Then, that night, under the Yugif's lad's pillow, he found a bounty of sweet bread filled with cream, and under the Mustari man's savoury loaves, wafting a rich aroma. Under Nadia's crispy loaves, baked with fruit, and under the Parapus man's large loaves of moist, fluffy bread. These all appeared in great quantity, the four never worried for food again. But the other four, those who took the bread home for themselves, said it's no matter what they ate, nothing tasted good. Legend had it was the thief king that left those loaves of bread. Never revealing his true identity, he brought to light injustice and inequality, only to disappear thereafter. A king among the shadows. It's quite something, don't you think? Different variations of the story do exist, and some it's an elder who brings the 8
What
loaves.
do you think?
So, a fun little parable, isn't it? What the Thief King did is pretty great, but the reason this survived as a fairy tale is because the inequality never really went away. I imagined a world where people who did no wrong saw justice served, just like the four who received the bountiful bread. I feel like my imagination has gone up.
All right. Well then.
Time marches
Raising
on,
virtues,
and the
man.
age of a new king draws nearer.
I've seen the state of the race with my own eyes, ladies, gents, and mad malcontents. If you wanted an update, here's your chance. So far, we've mostly seen gauntlet runner skirmishes and dueling mayhem. Now it's time for the real thing. Sounds like we've lost a few candidates already too. Poor bastards went after something too nasty for their head hunt and got themselves head hunted. We've got some candidates who have outright given up. No confidence. Can't blame them against these odds. And some others have bought and sold out of the race.
Come on! That's a bit unfair, isn't it?
I suppose money's power like anything else. Military strength's not meant to decide this race anyhow.
The question is, what's our final head count going to look like? Lots of unknowns left, people, and we'll not know the truth until the exhibition. A little bird told me one of our contenders has made a bold play in Martyra. They might not even come out of it with a head.
What are they scheming then? Let's hear some details.
Sorry, chums, I'm just the crier. Can't speak for any one candidate in particular. Luckily, you'll not have long to wait now. With all that said, can't help but wonder how Count Luis is taking this, can we? My sources say he's not bothered with any of this. He's still gallivanting across the land, killing humans. And yet, even without a formal entry, Luis's voter base is still growing. Bound to have his eminence Forden grinding his teeth, that. For now, let's enjoy the show!
I like they never
Right,
talk about
everyone.
Forden's lackey
Farewell
who's
said.
in 3rd place.
Particulars packed.
All that remains is to ride to Oceania with pride in our hearts.
Watch out, Luis. You won't know what hit you.
Well then, off to the races, what? Old Barden's given me a detailed map of the area.
Sounds like quite a journey. I hope it won't be as bumpy as last time.
Oh no, it'll be a sight smoother. But you've got wings. What are you fussing for?
Oh, there it is. Should have known the fatigue would hit eventually. About time I got some sleep.
I do love how they leave everything to the last possible moment.
Heis, mate. Why are you on my bed? You're positively miniature, man. There are plenty of other places fit for you to sleep.
Yes. Splendid. Just magnificent.
What is he dreaming about?
I hope you've no designs on taking my bed. I have cut men down for less.
With friends like these.
So evil. I have cut men down for less.
Now then.
Next is Port Brilhaven. If we punch it south out of Madeira, we'll make it in, I'd say 3 nights and 4 days or so.
Whoa!
Wow, so that's Port Brilhaven. Or Brilhaven.
Here's where we are now.
This place here.
Oh, hey!
What sort of place is it? It's a large city of prosperous commerce. Due in no small part to its oceanside proximity, I envision droves of people will pour in for the exhibition. All the people delayed by the landslide might still be showing up. Keep your eye on the road, okay?
Tally-ho then!
Why, never. Who do you think you're talking to? Leave it to me. Next stop, Port Brilhaven.
Leaving behind the old castle town stricken by tragedy, the Gauntlet Runner sets off toward the exhibition of the brave. Their destination, Port Brilhaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania. A world unknown to them. What will they accomplish? Acclaim? Or...
Acclaim or what? Infamy? I guess it's like kind of the opposite of acclaim. If you're hurting for things to do, hop on over to the lounge or fix the plant culture chamber so you can grow seeds if you've got them. Use it to plant any seeds you have. Thanks to the magic of the Igniter, your crops will be ready for harvest the very next day. Let the dailies commence.
Right. Well then. Got it. Oh.
With the tips Maria gave me, I can cook without taking up much time.
Now then.
I've heard tell that you mean to cook with dough today. In that case, you were right to summon me. Dough is the most delicate ingredient, and those who lack experience often go afoul of it. You were in luck today, lad, for I was raised in the grain belt, and our dough shall rise to my standards. Allow me to demonstrate proper technique like this and that. Ha! Why do you idle? Come on, show me your conviction.
Don't lose focus.
The old foot red, man. There's no time to rest. We should we earn either time or heat, all our efforts will thus be for naught. Wow, we made the fluffiest bread I've ever seen. Present you a taste of my hometown with this benevolent bread. Prepare yourself, you are not ready. Thanks to speed cooking, I cooked without time passing.
Let's not.
Okay, but you can only do it once.
What's this? All right then. Let's go.
Next to the device, there are some seeds. If I plant these, maybe they'll grow.
Isn't that...
Heroes fruit seeds. I've heard these are really rare, and adventurers have been taking them home for ages, trying to follow in the footsteps of heroes. We have some seeds, why not plant them? No.
Later.
It takes time, therefore it is not worth it. It's Norris's personal collection of books. They're too technical for me to understand.
All right then.
There are more books now. Perhaps Heisme added some to the collection. Ooh. Okay, well, imagination is something I need. Let me have a look at the list. Sometimes you press X to skip, and sometimes it doesn't skip, it then makes the next choice. That's why I keep making this mistake. It is a little bit irritating. So if I press X here, it's going to take me to the next thing. And if I press X during that text, then it's going to select. Bygone days. This methodically precise handwriting leads me to believe that this is Heisme's. It appears to be a record of his life with his son. I haven't started reading it yet. Heisme left it here. I think that means it's okay to read. If I read this book, I may gain more tolerance. Alright, let's finish the other one. I do need imagination anyway, so... Fictional chronicle of a boy's journey to a fanciful place called the New World. I'm almost done reading it.
What's that?
He continued to... What's that? Traipse? Through the raging sandstorm. At last he came upon a cave, the entrance gaping like the maws of a beast. The walls of the cave were translucent, revealing the inside to be a gigantic, intricately winding labyrinth, fantastical and akin to a mirage.
Oh, yeah?
Giant cave with glass walls in the desert, that sounds otherworldly, but also strangely familiar. Well, whatever. What does it sound like to you? Sounds dangerous, right? Feet would get shredded up in there. I mean, your feet would. Wouldn't be a problem for me since I can fly, but we wouldn't be able to go together. Galaka seems a little disappointed, but I feel like envisioning the scene together has improved my imagination. By 3 glorious points. I know this new world is just fictional, but I want to visit if it were a real place. I finished the book. I feel like my understanding of the world has deepened.
Now then.
That was a pretty big increase.
Imagination.
If true sovereignty is thy aspiration, furnish thyself with creativity to bring the ideal world of thy thoughts to fruition.
That's...
The party sets off for Martira. As they watch the setting sun sink under the horizon, their gauntlet runner arrives in a land grown thick with trees. The wildlife retreats to safety before the sunlight fades, leaving only deafening silence. The anticipation that follows a journey's beginning swells in their hearts.
Oi!
Have you heard there's a bath cask on the back deck now? I've had enough whinging about not being able to bathe, so I whipped something up. It's not elegant, but it'll do the job. No doubt it would shake too much to use while travelling, but it should be lovely to enjoy a soak when we're stopped.
Speaking of...
I've heard that in certain regions, fruits and grasses are added to the bath water to relieve exhaustion and strengthen the body. Should you encounter such items, perhaps you ought to consider a purchase. You can now use the bath cask. Not only can you acquire a mag using it, but you can also add various bath salts to the water to improve your abilities.
The breeze feels
I got
nice.
5 of those agi improving ones. Is it permanent though? It'd be really weird if it's permanent. I can tell you're feeling stronger these days, but still too dangerous to go out at night. It's imagination, imagination.
All right then. Let's go.
I'm going to presume that I cannot do speed cooking in the night as well as in the day, but I'll try. Let's cook. No, I can do it in the night and in the day. Sweet. Cure status ailments for all allies. That is incredible. These are both really good, but this in particular. I think you're meant to cook all of them because there's like a marking for ones that you've completed. Oh, I can only make one.
Let's check.
That's the dish Stroll wanted to make. I'll go get him.
Hey.
Meat with a bit of chew can be nice, but I prefer braised, low and slow. When it melts, the moment it hits your tongue. Truly exceptional, though that method does take
Even
forever.
So.
Still, time should not deter you from taste. Once you taste it, you'll want to keep doing it. Season it well, then cook it till it starts to brown. Already looks good enough to eat, but we must endure.
Got it.
All that's left is to soak in its flavour. We must control the heat carefully now to keep our eyes on the prize. The aroma is surely whetting your appetite, but don't give in. The juice is precious and not a single drop can be wasted. Amazing! The dish Stroll and I made is dripping with flavour and depth. It's coney stew. Nicely done, if I do say so myself. You've earned the first taste, I say. Thanks to speed cooking, I cooked without time passing. I wonder what other speed things you can do. Speed gardening, maybe.
Let's not.
Okay, daily's done for today.
Alright then.
It's like everyone and their dog wants me to improve my imagination. That's an interesting cat. Okay, anyway, that's it for now. We're out of time. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.